Hi there, this is Edwin Serrano, owner of Home Pros Painting, coming to you with another Take a Minute to Get It topic. Painting trim or woodwork is much more difficult than painting walls. To start, there's trim that's already been painted, trim that has stain on it, and stain that's just raw wood with no stain or paint on it. Each one of these requires a different process in order to provide a high quality finish. Trim with no finish will require an oil-based primer, then a light sanding after the primer has been applied. Once a primer has been sanded, then the top coat can be applied. Stain trim requires oil-based primer, then it may or may not need sanding. It just depends on the condition of the existing stain on the wood. If it needs sanding after the primer, then the painters will make sure that happens. If not, then the top coat gets applied. Trim that already has paint on it doesn't require a primer. It will need to be either deglossed or lightly sanded so that the top coat will adhere to the surface. Then the top coat can be applied. In all instances, the wood has to be cleaned, any gaps caulked, nail holes filled, and gouges puttied. A good quality paint specifically made for trim painting should be used. Trim paint hardens differently than wall paint, that's why it looks smoother than wall paint. Lastly, the sheen on the trim paint typically goes on one level higher than the wall paint to make it stand out. So, if your wall paint is flat, you go with a satin finish on the trim. If your walls are eggshell, then you go with a semi-gloss on the trim. Once again, thanks for taking the time to watch this video, and we will see you soon on your next project.